Okay, so when I did my meditation this morning to trying to find the energy, I come up blank. So I'm just going to trust in spirit. I'm going to trust in the cards, and we're just going to see what comes out. I'm going to use my horror deck because why not? And I love all things horror. And the messages in these can be beautiful too. So let's hit it. Let's get this, see what the cards have to say, and see what energy you're in for this reading. All right, Spirit, what is it that I need to communicate to the collective today? I hope everyone's doing all right too. It's getting so cold here in Australia at the moment. Oh, I'm such a sickly wuss when it comes to the cold. I don't like it. Makes my old bones hurt. Right, Spirit, thank you. Ooh, love. Okay. So you got Frankenstein and his wife. Love. Of course. Okay. That's upside down. What do we got? Ah! Okay. Flight. Okay. We'll go with 4 cards at the top. Okay, shock. We've got fate upside down. 3 more cards, please, Spirit. Ugh. So a lot of these meanings and that will also relate to the actual movies, which is pretty cool. I don't know if any of you like the old school movies, but I do. Being Gen X. Ooh, Grief, Pet Cemetery. Okay. 2 more, please, Spirit. Keep confirming these cards. Whoa. All right, hold up. What's that song, you know? Hold up. Oh, I can't even think of it now. And I'm not going to sing for you because I suck. I'm not a singer by any means. Okay. Okay. Wow. Lots of cards there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got to change my view, I think. Maybe come from the top so you can see these cards. But I'll show you as we go. So the first one we've got is love. Okay. I really need to put something there as I don't know if this will work. Hold it. Oh gosh. Let's move these along. I'll see if I can put this here for you to look at as I read what the meaning of them are. But as I get used to these cards a lot more, they should be... Yeah, no, that's not going to work, is it? That's a no. So love. It's all right. What does love mean to you guys? Love can be... When I look at that card, can I be honest? It's to me, it looks beautiful, but it looks monstrous at the same time. And do you feel that way about love? Like, love can be beautiful, but, you know, it can also be scary at the same time. Like, can bring out the ugly in us, can't it? Okay, so Bride of Frankenstein. So approach social interactions with an open heart. Friend? Question mark? Friend. Ooh, okay, so friendship again. What does it mean to be made for one another? The impulse, the connection to others, the strangers. Okay. Ooh, oh, hang on, bit of a download. 2 seconds. Okay, so we might have a situation at hand where there's friends here that maybe wanting a bit more and the situation isn't convenient, like maybe you're maybe someone that you like is a friend but they're with somebody else and you're fighting the urges of what you're feeling. Ugh. Okay, let me see how else this pans out. So friendship, wanting to go into more. Okay, fertility. The Wicker Man. Please come say how do. This energy is coming to you to stay open to new ideas. Stay righteousness can lead us down a path. Yeah. A card of our own making, remaining cultural and spiritual differences, the possibility of understanding and connection with others. Okay. Flight. I feel there's a connection between, there's 3 people here. You've got 2 people in a relationship, and then there's somebody that's single. Now, the somebody single and the other person in the relationship are starting to have the feels, but they're friends and they know that they can't, it's wrong, and they need to do the right thing. And flight, so the temptation is getting stronger and you want to indulge in each other. Now, it wasn't something that you expected, because I got a feeling that you might even be opposites, like cultural and spiritual. You're not exactly what people would, it's not what you're not typically drawn to these type of people. Yeah, so it is definitely a shock. It's something that it's blowing your mind a little bit. And people are going to think you're psychotic if you follow through, because why would you destroy something that you have going for a fleeting moment of pleasure? Don't let your guard down. Somebody's bored and they want to make a change, but you know it is the wrong thing to do. You know you want to indulge, but you know it's friggin' wrong. So do not break the righteousness walls that are up. Do not do it. Fate. What will be, will be. Your attitude is, I don't care, and what will be, will be. You just want to indulge. And wherever the chips fall because you're bored. Your kids, your pet, your home, your partner, your friendships, everything's going to fall apart if you break these walls of morals and righteousness per se. But you really don't care at this point because you're bored and you want change and you think this is an easy way out. I'm not sure I even want to read this, but it is what's coming forward. Yeah. Okay. So you know that your mind is playing tricks on you. You know that your thought pattern is wrong. You know that your head is messed up by even wanting to indulge in this. You know it's wrong. You know the bloodshed, you know the grief, the per se, that this is going to cause. So you need to pull back, change those thoughts, get out of that pattern and do something for yourself. Self-care. You need to indulge in self-care and pull yourself away from the situation. You need to get away from this situation before you do something that you can't take back, because you are looking for a new experience and you're bored, but this is not the way to get it or to do it, and you know it. And you know it. You just want to show this other person a whole new world. You think you can show them something different that they've never had before. And again, it's all or nothing attitude. But the question is it really worth it? Is it worth destroying everything? Is it? Is it worth destroying your friendships? Is it worth destroying the family that they've created? Is a brief moment of passion worth it? No. If you were meant to be together, you'd be together already. No, you're bored. You need change in your life, and you don't need to destroy somebody's life. The both of you, you're both bored. The amount of fire and the chaos that you would cause by doing this, don't do it. You're at that crossroads of boredom, and what you need to do is self-care. You need to pull yourself out of this situation. You need to get out of it, get away from it, get away from temptation, yeah? Because if you don't, God, the destruction you will cause out of what? Boredom? Because you're too lazy to get up and do something, or find someone else that's not attached, or if you're the other party that is attached, like, you know, if you're not happy where you're at, then leave. Don't go destroying things. Either way, yes, there'll be an ending, but, you know, there's a good way to do this and a real shitty way, and right now you're on the crossroads of being real shitty. Okay, so nostalgia, you're looking back on memories of when you were happy with someone, or you're also looking at the memories you're creating with this person that are making you happy, and you think you can make them more happier than what they already are in their current relationship. Not true. So you've been growing since the summer. This connection's been growing, and you've been making memories with this person from the summer. It doesn't, you know, I don't know where you are in the world. But the thing is here, you've got confession and illusions. And as much as this is great, and you are growing a nice connection with this friend, yeah, you know that if you confess that that's how you feel, and that's how they feel, if this comes out, if it hasn't already, it's just going to destroy everything. Like, it's an illusion. It's not something that's going to last. It's temporary. You need to pull back. You need to watch your intentions. And you need to do more self-love. You need to be all about yourself. You need to pull back from the situation. Right? You need to offer yourself more. You're bored. You need to change your own life without involving anybody else. You need to find a new offering for yourself. You need to find a new way to create this change and self-love that you need without, yeah, you need a new beginning here. You need to take action to start your own new beginning without bringing anyone else in on it and destroying anyone else that, you know, because you're bored or you don't feel you can do it alone. Like, no, create your own new beginning. Do it on your own, because you're under illusions here. You got your rose-colored glasses on here. This is not going to go anywhere. The only thing you're going to do is destroy something that's already built that obviously needs to be sorted. Like, that's none of your business. Stay out of it. You can't fix somebody else's relationship or give them something better. You just they need to fix their own shit. So stay out of it and worry about yourself. You've got a big decision to make here. You need to make decisions for yourself about this. What action you're going to take to make a new beginning here. Is it a new job? Do you have to move? Do you need a new friendship cycle? Do you need to be more active? You know, what do you need to do? Do you need to travel? You need to communicate with other people? Whoa, that just decided to do its own thing. Maybe you need to make more friends. Join some sites, join some clubs. Work on your communication with other people. Maybe you don't have the best communication skills. And that's okay. That's something that we've all got to work on. Nobody's perfect. But the thing that we're going to concentrate on here is you, and you stepping away from this energy. Now, depending on what energy you are, you're either the friend that has no attachments and you couldn't care less. You're at that point where you just want to throw it all up in the air. Or you're that energy of that you're the person in the relationship, you're bored and you need change. So either way, change needs to happen. But you need to do it on your own and not involve somebody else. Yep, you need to start forming a structure and a solid foundation on your own. Don't destroy someone else's foundation. Don't drag anyone else into this. Sort your own shit out, and you can't fix somebody else's shit. Sit back, have alone time, think about what changes in your life you need. Ask Spirit for help. Look at the storm brewing in the background. You could very well bring on your own you can destroy everything here. Ask your ancestors for help. Reach out to Spirit and say, hey, look, I've got myself in this situation. I'm not proud of myself. No boundaries have been pushed, but I'm struggling with what to do, the right thing to do. Please bring something into my life. Show me the way of how to fix this. And if you're the other energy of you're bored in this relationship and you want to end it, then you need to speak to your spouse and have that awkward conversation, I suppose. But don't bring anybody into it. You haven't done anything wrong yet. Whoa. And we don't need to do anything wrong. You don't need to do this. You need to worry about yourself and work on yourself without bringing other people into it and destroying. Yes, you need to find your own abundance, internal abundance. You need to find your way back to you. You've lost yourself. Yeah, stalemate and avoiding. You've been avoiding this for a while. You've been avoiding addressing what you need to address for quite some time. And going to destroy someone's life or destroy your own life by doing something with a third party is not the way out. You need to pull back, watch your intentions, and get yourself out of this situation. Self-worth, yes. It's probably exactly why you're doing what you're doing, because you have none. You're very down on yourself. You need to find your way back to you. You need to find, again, that structure of you. You need to form that solid foundation of you, the abundant you. You need to find your way back. Get out of this stalemate. And you can do it. You need to get away from this temptation and focus all about you. You need to focus about yourself. Baby steps, baby steps. First step, get away from this temptation. Join a group, do something else, get out, start walking, just go to do something unusual that you wouldn't normally do. Yeah, fate, detours, exactly, divine intervention. Ask for intervention and you'll get it. They'll set you on a complete different path. It's exactly what you need. Reach out to Spirit and say, hey, I'm struggling with this, please put me on a new path. It's exactly what you need to do. Exactly what you need to do. Get your way from this energy. Change your path by getting out of the temptation. Change your path by not hanging around this energy and getting Spirit to put you, and you're on purpose making your own detours, and divine intervention will step in and put you on the right path. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, nurture and can have some... Okay. So we've got self-worth and nurture and compassion. You need to nurture and have compassion for yourself. Clearly you've been through a lot. And I don't begrudge you that. I'm not saying that you're a bad person. You're not. You're not a bad person. Neither one of you are a bad person. You're just stuck in that boredom and stalemate of life, and you need to change it. You need to ask for divine intervention and change, detour before you destroy the structure, the foundation of what's already going on, what already pre-exists in their relationship, which you can't fix. And if you're in that relationship, you need to fix it on yourself without bringing anyone else into it. So self-love is really important. Creation. Maybe you need to recreate yourself. Maybe you need to give yourself some love, some nurture, some compassion. Maybe you need to go glow up, have a change your clothes, change your hair, change what you do. Get out of this stalemate, out of this cycle of, you know, stalemate. Don't go do something that's going to give you temporary pleasure. Change it up permanently. Break that cycle. Step away from the temptation. And make you feel good. Have your own feel goods. You know, go, I don't know, do your hair, do whatever you want, do whatever, change up your whole look. I don't know. Maybe that's what you need to do. Yeah, you need to change your self-belief 100%. Because you are worth it. You're worth your own love. You're worth your own family. You're worth everything. You deserve to have all the divine things in life too. You've just got to work on yourself here. Just a little bit of self-work here is what you're needing. Yep, so obviously triggers. The internal fight that you have with yourself about your self-worth, that you'll never find love and you'll never be happy and all that mumbo-jumbo. That's not true. You need to change your expectations on your self-worth and what's fated for you, because there's a whole world out there for you of love, family, you know, everything. You just need to work through your triggers. You need to work through your self-worth here. And it's coming up a lot. Take off those rose-colored glasses and start loving yourself. You're worth it. You're 100% worth it. Once again, your energy, you've got to change your energy. Self-care is so important here. You really need to sit back and look at what you are worth. It's okay to feel that you're lovable. It's okay to feel that you deserve better. It's okay. You know, maybe you feel, if you're confident within yourself, people might think you're arrogant, or people think you're up yourself, or, you know, maybe it brings on triggers. But that's not the case. It's okay to be confident in yourself and to create the person that you want to be. And I tell you what, when you have that confidence and you create yourself to be the person that you want to be, the genuine, authentic self, the only reason people come at you is because they're not happy with themselves. And they're probably just jealous, or, you know, it triggers them. It triggers them because they're not being their authentic self, yeah? Again, it's asking you again, please reach out to the universe here. Ask your spirit guides to make this detour happen, to give you the strength to find the way around, find the strength to find the path that you need to be on. You know, maybe you'll go downtown and you'll see a deal on a haircut, or you'll see, you know, 50% off clothing or something, whatever it is that you want to do. Or maybe a gym membership or something. Maybe there'll be a special deal out there just for you that fits your needs for right now, because you so need to distract yourself and pull yourself out of this this temptation. It's not worth destroying yourself and everybody else around you over this. Oh, exactly. What did I just say? Storm, we don't want this. If you stay in that temptation, this is what you're doing to yourself. That internal storm that you're feeling and that you will do on yourself will just set you back. Your journey will be set back so hard, and you'll go right back to the beginning of those crappy cycles that you're finding yourself in. You're right on the verge here. You've got a path to go. You've got temptation and you need to walk away from it. Exactly. Self-control. Self-control. Control this. Control your inner storm. Control your thoughts. Ask divine to come in. When you feel that temptation, put that phone down, step away from the situation, get out of that situation and distract yourself. Do something for yourself. Find that self-care. Don't let this other person control you. Don't let this temptation control you. No. No, no, no. Yeah, because what happens if you don't? Regret. 100% regret. You will go backwards and you will destroy everything. Yep. If you don't control your urges and yourself, you are going to hit regret and you're going to be in suffering because nobody's going to support you in this. You probably lose all your friends in the process. You need to find that inner strength. You need to find new people. You need to get away from this person and this cycle of friendship. It doesn't have to be permanently, of course, till you've got that whole 100% self-control. You need to reach out and find that strength. Yeah, exactly. You need to find your soul tribe. You need to find other people. You need to find new connections here for love, for friendship, for strength, for helping people to, getting people to help you find your strength here. So in doing that and working on your appearance or changing yourself up, giving yourself that inner glow, becoming your own little hottie, imagine what you're going to draw in. Maybe you're going to draw in your soulmate. Rebirth, baby, rebirth. Have that internal glow, have that internal glow up, have that internal rebirth of who you are. Find that strength. And I know you can do it. Yep, guarded, of course, and that's okay. You're guarded because of your past, and your past hurts. And this is why you're in this situation, because once again, you're avoiding dealing with those triggers. And it's a hard journey, yes. As soon as you deal with it, what do you have to fear? You need to face and get help with those triggers and face those things that keep you in the same cycles, yeah? I know you can do it, and I know it can be done by baby steps, yeah? This soul journey of yours that you're just about, it's right there, it's right there. You just got to pick the right path. This soul journey of yours, one more card please, Spirit, is just beginning. You've got a choice. Soul journey, finding the love, respect, foundation that you deserve and that self-worth you deserve, or you're going to go the wrong way and suffer. Thank you, Spirit. You need to get out of that lack mindset, because you deserve everything. You need to change your self-worth, your self-love. Get out of that lack mindset, because you deserve everything. You deserve a solid foundation. You deserve that love. You deserve, well, exactly. You deserve that family. You deserve that soul love. And you need to get yourself out of this cycle so this can come in. And trust. This reading's come to you at the right time. This is all happening at the right time. You've been put on this crossroads for a reason. Why? Because it's divine timing. I'm hoping this reading finds you in time so you don't make this mistake. I hope this reading truly finds you in time. I really do. I truly hope that you can find your way on the right path here. I hope you don't blow it all up and you choose, yep. All right. Resolve. So resolve all that inner conflict. Resolve those triggers. Resolve that boredom. Resolve that stalemate by doing different. You're not going to change anything if you stay in the same cycle. Now is the time. Yes. Manifestation. Yes. That's what we want. Self-manifestation. The manifestation of self-worth, self-love, knowing that you deserve that family, that soul tie. And to get that, you've got to break these cycles and get through it, to be that better person, to find that inner love. Yeah, have a bit of fun. Get out, have some fun, meet new people. With 3 cats, maybe there's 3 love interests waiting out there for you. But you're not going to get out there and you're not going to meet these people if you don't change your cycles. Be honest with yourself. Do you really want to destroy everything for a moment of fleeting pleasure? Or do you want to work on yourself and find that beautiful family life and soul tie that you deserve for your happiness? Yes, creation. You need to recreate yourself and get out of this stalemate energy. That's the path you need to get on. You need to distract yourself by healing your triggers, getting the help that you need, and recreating yourself, refinding yourself, because you're lost. You're bored and you're lost. Intellect. You're a very smart person. Very smart person. But have you lost that? Have you lost the smart because you're going down a road of distraction, because you're bored? Come back. Come back to who you are. Come back to this beautiful and unique person that you are. You can do it. You can re-find yourself. You can find this path. You can reconnect with yourself. I know you can. Yeah, because right now, this secret that you're keeping, this secret of wanting more from this friend, that secret is holding you back. It's destroying you. We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of the temptation, because it is the thief. It's going to destroy and take everything from you if you make the wrong decision. It is going to destroy you. It is the thief. What you have now, if you're not happy with life, you go down the wrong path, it's going to be 10 times worse. And that's exactly what we don't want. Any more cards, Spirit? And comparing yourself and being unhappy, you're the thief of your own joy. One more card, Spirit. Ooh, nearly threw out a whole half a deck. Alright. Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly. Thief and grief. You are going to be grieving really badly if you let this happen. If you choose the wrong path and it destroys and steals everything from your life, you're going to be in much grief. Is it worth it? Think about it. Is it worth it? Because on the bottom of the deck, the adversary. You are your own worst enemy right now. Your headspace is your own worst enemy right now. You need to change this up. You need to get away from temptation and change this up by, once again, self-love. Working on you. Working on the better version of you. Yeah? I know that's probably not what you want to hear, but it is the energy that we have. And it's common sense. When you're bored and you're in that about to just self-destruct, you need to get out of that. What shadow work do you need to work on? What is it that's putting you here so badly? We know self-worth, lack, maybe caused from your childhood or, you know, past relationship traumas. You're projecting. Seek the truth within before pointing fingers. Exactly. When I say to you, you know, what's triggering you, what do you have to work on? Don't point fingers and say, oh, because of my childhood, or because of my past, or because of my past relationship. Point the finger back at you. Yes, you've been through turmoil, but you're projecting. You need to change you. You need to change your perspective on this. Yes, you've been hurt, but it's your responsibility to fix it. Can't change what's happened at all, but you have to fix it. Nobody's coming to save you. Only you can save you. And that's where you're on the road of, because, you know, life's boring, you're about to blow it all up. But you've got to go within. Any more cards? Or is this only what you want? One more card, Spirit? I think that's it. The biggest problem is projection here. Not looking at yourself and pointing fingers. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. Okay. So we've got detachment. Amen to that. Attach from this temptation. You need to detach from this temptation, and you've detached from the... Oh, I don't think you've... It's not that you don't know that you've got to do this, but you push it aside. Like, you always push it to the side. You're like, no, no, no. And you're pointing those fingers. You've detached from your accountability to fix this. And maybe you've just been isolating the whole time. You've isolated your feelings, you've isolated everything, and you only stay in the same cycle. And maybe coming into this new cycle, you need to detach from that energy and isolate from these people, from this temptation, until you can get yourself right and get yourself back on track. Jealousy. Are you jealous of other people's relationships and what they have? Are you jealous if you're the energy of that you're in this relationship and you want out? Are you jealous of people's freedom? Or if you're the one that's single and you're wanting to blow stuff up, are you jealous of people's family life and relationships? Fix it. But don't bring other people into it. Do not destroy and blow up your life and drag other people into it. That's not the right way around it, and you know it. You know that that's not right. And it's not your door to get out. It's the wrong door. It's the quick, easy, and pointing fingers. Oh, well, if you didn't do this, or if you didn't treat me better, then I wouldn't have done that. Well, maybe you shouldn't allow. Sometimes we allow ourselves to be treated like crap, and that's on us. We've got to stand up for ourselves more. And I bet you're exhausted. And I bet you thinking of having to change and to face those triggers is exhausting. And I bet you're so tired, so sick and tired. So sick and tired of this same cycle, this same energy, hitting the same results. And I'm pretty sure that your skepticism on that you deserve better, or that there's any better out there for you, is really strong. But I'm telling you now, there is a better life for you out there. You've just got to break those cycles. You've got to break what it is that you're feeling to get through to this other side. You need to detach big time. You need to get out of this temptation. You need to get out of this temptation and this situation, and you need to find a new situation. Cards, please, to confirm these, please. 4 cards, please, Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Okay, so let's confirm this, hey? So detachment. Yes, solitary, observant, detached perspective. Exactly. Detach from the situation. Go within. Be solitude. Get away from this. and your detached perspective of what's going on internally, you need to change. You need to take accountability, and you need to stop projecting and pointing fingers. So isolation, inner alignment. Yes, you're so facets in focus. You're so out of alignment. It's not funny. Focus your intentions. Exactly. We were saying that you need to refocus on yourself, your self-love, and your journey. Unfiltered energies, scattered, shared goal, collective inner strength. Yes, you need to get out of this isolation in the mindset of that you're not worth anything, that you're not worth anything, that you're not worth anything. Why did I say that 3 times? I apologize. That was important. You need to get out of this mind frame of that you're going to be lonely for forever, because you're not. You just need to break those cycles to bring those new people in. Jealousy, subconscious exploration, surreal beauty, hidden connections, intuition, creativity, unexpected growth, inner landscape. Yeah. So you need to look at your inner beauty here and realize other people's lives aren't worth being jealous over. If you want to be single, then make your path to be single if you want that freedom. If you want a loving family and everything like that, then make the path for that. Look inside. You've got to change your inner perspective on this. Being jealous of somebody else's life is a waste of time, because you don't even know what goes on behind closed doors, really. You only see what people want you to see. You only hear what people want you to hear. They don't always tell you everything. So exhaustion, yeah, sitting with it. Pausing, acceptance, inner complexity, being present, exactly. Observation without resolution, grounding, acknowledge layers, exactly. So you're so exhausted from these cycles, but you need to go within. You need to observe without a resolution, go inwards and go, okay, this is what I've got to do. And you're not going to get the answers straight away, okay? You need to sit. It's not that you're probably not going to get the answers straight away, but you got to sit within yourself and in your inner universe, your inner you, and you got to sit in it and work out a path of how to get out of it. So skepticism, yes, all that surface noise, what the society tells you, you know, what your own mind is telling you, you're your own worst enemy. So distraction, external input, overwhelming thoughts, obstructed connection, yes, authentic self, filtered perception, yes, you do not have a proper perception of yourself. Your perception of yourself is so distorted, and you're very unique and different, but you don't see yourself like that because of all the triggers and the self-worth issues here. And you listen way too much to the outside noise. You listen way too much to what other people have to say and what society has to say, and you're so stressed about what everybody else is going to think and what everybody else is going to say. Who cares? It's not their life. They don't have to live it, and they're not living. They don't pay your bills. They don't have to go to bed with you at night. They're not in your mind. You are. It doesn't matter what other people bloody well think, because they don't have to live your life. You do. You need to be, exactly. So amidst the swirl, steady, perceptive, inner stability, navigating complex issues. Exactly. That's where you are. Navigating and having to navigate these complex issues that you feel, your internal, the hard work, the work that you've got to get through to get to the other side. One more card, please, Spirit. Whoa, that's way too many. So what do we have? We'll read them all anyway. Spirit spat them out. Let's read them, eh? I don't want to not read them, and one of them would be really important to you. I wouldn't want to do that, because one of these might make really good sense to you and help you upon your way. Okay. So jealousy, right? Comparison distorted what was already enough. You are enough. What were you just saying? You are enough. And your jealousy and you're comparing whether you want to be free or you want to be in and have a family. You're comparing yourself so much that you're down that far down on yourself. You've lost yourself. Or your weak roots collapse under pressure. Comparing yourself to everybody else is going to make you weak. Let's be real. Do you really think that that confident person that you're jealous of has everything going on for them? No. They got their own issues in their mind. They've got their own external storms they have to deal with. Just because you don't know it and you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Wanting more, broken the old pattern. Yes, that's what you want. You want it so bad that you're almost ready to blow up your life by making the wrong decision. Make the right decision. You want more for yourself. Choose the right path. What's stalled, exactly what I said, what's the biggest word that's been through this? Stalemate. What stalled wasn't bad luck. It was your hesitation. You're so hesitant to face your triggers. And I believe we all are. We all are to start with. We all are. But we want to face that inner fear. We want change. We've got to do it that way. We've got to go through the dark. Yep. The door closed because it was never real. Close this temptation door. The temptation isn't real. Your happy ever after is not in this temptation door. It's not your way to happiness. Close that door of temptation. Staying stuck once felt safer than risking the truth. That's right, because now you're on that crossroads, aren't you? You know what you're doing is wrong if you do it, and you want change. You want better. And now you're willing to face the truth and do that work. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. If you take the right path, I'm so proud of you for doing the hard work. The last card. Caring deeply makes lessons sharper. Yep. Care more for yourself. Care about what you do. Care about yourself. Care about your needs. Look at her watering that plant. You need to do more self-care. That's the key here. Working on your triggers, working on your self-worth, and walking away from this temptation because you're bored and you have a stalemate in your life. That's what you need to do. I know it's hard. Well, we keep saying it's hard, because it is hard. Let's be real. Change is hard. Self-reflection and accountability is hard. It's one of the hardest things you'll do. But without doing that work, we don't get what we want. We don't get that dream life that we want because we stay stuck in these cycles of what's familiar. We don't want what's familiar. We want what's meant for us. Okay, Spirit, anymore? What is that one? Yeah. Okay. Oh. Hold up. One more, Spirit. Okay. So we've got karma, retrieve, immerse, emergence, and harmony. Yes. Okay. Karma. Do you really want the karma that's going to come from choosing the wrong path? Do you think if you take the wrong path that the karma is going to be good for this? Nope. You're not failing in life. You're just lost. You're just lost. You're not failing. This is all a part of your journey. You're not lost. Oh, sorry, you are lost, but you're not failing. Don't think you're failing because you're not. Power, skills, wisdom that you once had. Yeah, coming back to who you were. You need to find your old self. You've got that knowledge in there. You know, you know. that the person that you were is the person that you want to get back to, and you've got to do the work to get there. Inspiration, creativity, solutions downloaded from the Archic records. You need to manifest in the physical world. Trust these sparks. Take steps to realize them. Yes, exactly. What I said, baby steps, small steps to coming back to you, finding yourself. You need to do what you need to do to re-find yourself. You don't need somebody else to do that. Harmony. Your life is not random events. Look at your major events. They are chapters heading into your soul script, pointing to core lessons. Exactly. You want that harmony? Look where you are now and all the events that got you here. You need to change that. You need to change your cycles to get out of this toxic cycle and get into where you want to be, into that inner peace, into that harmony, to refinding yourself. You need to, your soul focus should be on finding yourself. What is it that you need to work on? What do you need to surrender? Let go of your past. Let go of those past traumas. Stop pointing those fingers and start fixing, because you're the only one that can fix what's happened. You're the only one that can fix what you're going through. You're the only one that can fix your headspace. You're the only one that can fix your future. Your soul journey is on your shoulders. Surrender to the stillness of the soul. Yes, stop listening to those external voices and surrender. Know what you want from the inside. Coming back to the perfect person that you used to be before you were lost. One more card, please, Spirit. Ooh, oh, thank you. Let's do the back flip. Where did that card go? There was, okay, never mind. I think I'm seeing things. Exactly what I say, you're your own self enemy. Like your brain right now, your thought patterns is you're your own worst enemy. Let go of self-sabotaging. And know that you're worth it. And just know that you're not arrogant. You're not cocky. You're not any of that when you're in your confidence. You're just you. It's okay to be in that. Who wants to be in doubt and self-doubt and stuff? Like, no. Let's not. Let's find that confidence. Yes, strength. Let's find your strength to find the back to the real you. Let's do it. Let's find that inner harmony. And the biggest thing that we talk about that you've got to break is that stupid jealousy cycle of being envious of everybody else's life. Because I'm telling you now, the truth is, not everybody's life is as good as it seems. So you need to face those truths. You need to face your inner truths and to find that strength. You've got to work through those cycles of hardness. Work through those issues of rejection. Feeling like you're not good enough. But you are. You so are. You just need to work through those triggers and get out of this lost spiral that you're in. Yes, change your perspective. Because what's your perspective going to, when you change your perspective and work through your things, what's it going to bring? Bloody freedom that you've been asking for. The freedom to bring in, whether or not you want to be alone, or that freedom to bring in that beautiful person and that family that you've wanted for so, so long. It's time to stop pointing the finger and go within. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's on the bottom. Yeah, you're fucking magic, alright. You've just lost yourself. You've just lost yourself. That's all. And we all go through that. But you got to find that inner strength. Walk away from this temptation and find your inner strength. Spirit, what energy are they in, and what are they going, when they take the right path, what energy will they go into? What energy are they in now, and what take the right path, what energy will they step into? Whoa, butterfly. Okay, so you're in the midst of transformation, or you've got it's coming in upside down. So you're on that path where you know you need to transform. You know that transformation is key, but it's upside down because you're stuck, you're lost. But you know this is what you need to do. You need to transform, but right now you're just there. You're like, you just got to turn it around. You got to turn things around. Oh, that was upside down. I apologize. Tiger energy. The vulture. So the strength of a tiger and the vulture. Interesting. The vulture wants to do it does the work that nobody else wants to do, and that's exactly what you got to do, isn't it? You've got to dig deep, stop pointing fingers, reach down into that trauma and fix it and heal it, self-healing. And you got to be the vulture to do so. You've got to be willing to get into that mess that nobody else wants to. Pick at those wounds, pick at the yucky stuff, pick away at all to heal. And you can do it with the strength of the tiger. And we're in the right moon cycle right now. There's still remnants of the new moon and the energy is still hanging around. Now is the perfect time to let go and to transform. Let's turn this butterfly around. We need you to transform. You're protected right now. So protected. Spiders are huge for protection. You are very well and very muchly protected right now. In the web of protection. And while you're going through this vulture moment to get through to this, you're protected. You have all the protection you need from the universe because they want you to get through to the other side. So right now, you're in mouse energy. There's no voice. I think your mouse energy, hey? So that's what you're going through right now. What is the mouse? Mouse, when out of balance. Busy with no purpose. Yep. You've lost your purpose, haven't you? You're in that reverse mouse energy. You've lost your purpose, you're lost. We need to turn this around. You need to work on your inner self. So that's the energy you're in. On the fence as to whether or not you want to do that yucky work. You're on the fence whether or not you're going to become this vulture. And pick away and do all the yucky work that nobody else wants to do. Yeah? We don't want to do the yucky work. We don't want to work at all of that stuff. But you know what? We need to get through. Oyster on the bottom because you are that beautiful pearl in underneath. The pearl is, you are that hard exterior and that beautiful gooey middle with that beautiful pearl. That's what you want to get to. You need to refine yourself. Okay. That's way too many, Spirit. What energy are they going to get into if they take the right path? Okay. That's confusing. But alright. Oh no, not really. Maybe when you get back to, actually no, when you get back to who you are and what you're meant to be, maybe you are just one of those people that like to laugh and you make a lot of people laugh. Yeah, maybe you're a bit of a jokester and a bit of a prankster at heart. And that's what you've got to get back to. Maybe that's one of your beautiful qualities, is that you can make people laugh. Oh God, that it just keeps throwing out all of those cards. Just any more cards, Spirit? 1 or 2 more at all. A vulture again. My God. These cards are just dropping out everywhere. Can we just have one neat pile, please, Spirit? That would be fantastic. Thank you, Spirit. Right. Okay, so how you know? Maybe you're gonna, yeah, and you're very protective. Maybe you're very loyal and protective here. Maybe when you get back into yourself, you're gonna be that funny laughter person that makes people laugh, that joyous person. You're gonna be protected even in this energy. And you're gonna find the strength of a lion. You're gonna be strong. And you know what? The vulture again. And when you get into this strength and realize, and you get back to who you are, you're going to reflect on this journey, and you're going to speak with such power about your journey and how you got out of this journey, and you're going to tell people about your journey and what you went through, and you're going to be that strong, brave voice and tell people what you did to get out of it, and you're going to help other people through their journey. What's on the bottom, Spirit? Oh, of course. Because you are that special, magical unicorn. And this journey that you're about to prepare and go through is going to transform you back into this beautiful, majestic, special person that you are. Wow. I knew it. I bloody knew it. You are such a special person. You've just so lost your way. And now you're tempted by this gross temptation to blow everything up. But you're on the fence of whether or not to blow it all up or do the inner work to transform. Any more cards, Spirit? One more, thank you, Spirit. And look, closed off the deck. No more after this one. No, Starfish! How beautiful. Let's read Starfish. Oh, I love starfishes. They're so beautiful to look at. Like, who doesn't like a starfish? Water again, so you have deep emotions. You're in the water. You definitely have deep emotions. And this reading might be triggering you and cutting you deep, but it's what you need to hear. And I apologize if it is, but if it gets you to where you need to go, it's exactly what we want. You are beautiful. You are alluring. Sometimes you can be superficial or shallow. But when balanced, you're uplifting, artistic, and expressive. I believe that, because when you're in your strength and when you get back into your strength, this is where you're going to be. If you take the right path, you're going to have the strength of a lion and your magic is going to show through. And you're definitely going to call in the beautiful. You're going to get back to the beauty that you are and call in someone equally as beautiful. You're so resilient. You've been through hell and back. And you know what? You're letting all the head noise of what people think of you destroy your inner peace. You need to stop worrying about what other people think of you. It's so important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? Yes. Jealousy, fantasizing, thinking that what they have you want, but you don't really know what's going on, do you? You are being influenced by what you think could happen. But it's not going to happen, because why? Because you've got your rose-coloured glasses on here. And what I said, it's not being, if you're that person that wants to get out of the relationship, get out of it without destroying or bringing in somebody else, because you're that magical person. If you're the single person wanting the life of, you know, transforming Buffalo with the power, you can do it without destroying other people. but you're just so influenced. You're so worried about how people look at you. You're so worried about how people see you. And you just so want to be loved. You so want people to see that inner person, that beauty that you are, but you've just lost your way. You've just lost your way. But if you do all this inner work and this hard work, you will call in the freedom that you want, or you'll call in this family, you'll call in that energy that you want. Last advice, please, Spirit. Last advice for this person, this beautiful, beautiful starfish energy person. A little bit of advice for this person moving forward. Go for it. Make that change. Go down the right path. Focus on positivity. Focus on you. Focus on refocusing your needs, your wants, the person that you are. Attune to the divine, baby. Attune to the divine. Because as that other card said, you've got divine intervention right here. Just ask for it and they'll put you on the right path. Lighten up, yes. Work through that trauma. Lighten up so nothing held you back with fear. Lighten up. You can do this. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. Yep. And attend to the details of your beautiful self. The baby steps. Realign with what you need. Realign with your internal self. Realign with your needs and your wants and what you've got to do to get there. Yep. Last card. Last two cards. Step up and lead your own life. Save yourself. Step up and be open to change, baby, because the change is what you need, because you're in that stalemate. So pick a path. Pick your path. You want freedom. You don't need to drag other people in. You've got a choice. Temptation or soul happiness and getting what you want. It's your choice. Relax. You've got this. And I trust in you, and you've got this. If you need to come back and listen to this several times, please do. Save it, like it. Come back to this if that's what you need. This reading will always be here for you. You might be a Cancer. You might be, which falls into the water. Like I said, you got very heavy water energy. Date of birth, addresses, important dates, and horoscopes. Okay, so you could be a Sagittarius or a Leo. Again with Leo and Cancer, that's twice. So that's twice it said Cancer and twice that it said Leo, once Sagittarius. And again with Aries, okay? And Aries, sorry. Because I see there's Aries there as well. So, okay. So we got the 6th of the 10th or the 10th of the 6th, the 2nd of the 6th or the 6th of the 10th, 10, 2 and 6. So we've got the number 16, 19 and 11. Number 1, make yourself number 1. Make yourself number 1 priority. 11, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So many ones. Look at all those ones. 1, 1, 1. Okay, guys, you can do this. Decision time. Decision time. Here's hoping you make the right one. I have all faith in you to do the right thing.